Now I've got a spoiler card for you, but first we have to talk about this guy.
Hold on a bit. If you want to support the channel and still get TCG stuff, go to kelso.dk and write the promo code just1clash in the comment section of your order at checkout. Thank you very much. Now this is Entropy, the progenitor of chaos. We've seen him before, he's been spoiled for a while, but what makes him interesting is right up there in the top right corner. There it says he has 40 life. We've never seen a contender with that much life, and that has to come with a downside. Well, the downside is just down the card, where it said when this card would gain health, reduce that amount by 1. So gaining health is a lot less easy, and you set your resources face down. The reason for that is because he has affinity to colourless. Now the affinity to colourless means that he can't play any colours at all. So how do you fix that when you want to play cards? Well, if you look at his 40 health contender ability, it says when you pay a cost for each specific resource, you must lose 1 health to treat it as colourless. That's why he needs his health. But that is saying nothing about what he actually wants to do. In order to identify that, we need to go way down to the bottom of this card where it says this gets +1 +0 for each 10 cards in your banish zone, and that's the kicker to Entropy.
Now almost every contender, or at least every colour, needs a clash buff, but how would the clash buff look if you're colourless? Well, something along these lines.
Now the clash buff for something like Entropy would of course have to be specific to him. It would have to be colourless to ease his way of paying it, but since he wants to play with the banish zone, it sort of have to do that as well. So it buffs a card, any card by the way, with +1/+1 until the end of turn. Classic buff stuff. But then you may banish an action that could be a used clash buff, maybe some other action from your oblivion, and if you do, that card gets an additional +2/+0 until the end of turn, meaning this clash buff works 2 times, once when you play it and once when you send it to oblivion playing the next one, giving a +3/+0 to anything for a single resource. Now if this card was banished this turn, you draw a card. So play this, play the second one the turn after that or some later, and you get +3/+1 and a card in hand. That is amazing.
So that was the spoiler card. I think the set looks absolutely amazing. Tell me below which contender you're most excited for, and at some point I'll tell you who I am. Talk to you soon. Bye.